mentioned it before, but I love these mines. Yep, this is the point of no return. I don't need to do the fishing game. I think I'm good. Let's get out of this terrible place. Maybe she'll stop calling us. Take a little bit of coal with us, and if we can find some wood, some of that too, in case I need to make a torch. This might actually be very dangerous. If I'm not mistaken, one of these will lead to like an upper path where there's some supplies. Yep, right up here.
It's mine, all right. Air is thick.
Although there weren't any supplies. This is just the other fork of the path. It goes this way. And there's a ton of coal in this cave. I don't need it, but there is a lot. I guess that's why they're throwing so much around, because they know you won't need it, and it's too heavy for you to lug it around anyway, so it doesn't matter if you grab a little bit.
Dead end. Alright, find another way.
Alright, so now we're in a room. Usually, yeah, there's a workbench in here. And there's usually a fire barrel, although there's a couple different kinds of rooms in these maps, so I don't necessarily know which one this is. Yes, the old abandoned mine with Stacy soda in it. I'm sure that's safe to drink. Ooh, I like the rocks falling from the ceiling. That's kind of cool. Haven't seen that effect before in this game, I don't think. No. No. Oh, no. And this is how we die. This whole game is really just a PSA. Don't go into abandoned mines because they're really not safe to be in. And we somehow didn't get crushed to death. Interesting.
Nothing broken. Still breathing.
My flare broke.
Probably duck under those rocks.
I don't know, this place seems pretty dangerous to me. I sure hope this is worth it, whatever we're doing. Caution, entering mine area, authorized personnel, no admittance without authorization. I don't know if we're authorized for this. Oh yeah, that looks dangerous right there. Ah, excellent. We get to do the walking on top of things above the electrified water thing.
Dead ends.
They usually put, at the end of these dead ends, they put some supplies, but it seems like they're really not giving us a whole lot right now. I think they topped up all my meters too. My water and my food is full. I don't remember that being the case. Same thing for my, my exhaustion meter or whatever. know, maybe is the lamp ruining the immersion of this area? Not really. It's just kind of dark. I mean, I guess maybe on my screen, but I know YouTube's just gonna make the dark parts of the image really bad.
Needs fuses.
Alright, so we're probably gonna have to replace this fuse. And then we're gonna have to walk across this water, because the water's not zappy. Yeah. And we're like, oh, the elevator's not working. Yep, yep. But the fuse, we gotta replace the fuse. Yep, we're gonna try the elevator. And guess what? It's not gonna work. And it's a good thing that all this electrical stuff turns on when the aurora happens, or we'd just be absolutely stuck back here. Alright, so... gotta find a fuse. Hopefully there's a fuse down here and we're not just stuck down here for the rest of our life. Here's some more food that you don't need, because you're such a hoarder and you're holding it all and you really need to play on the hardest difficulty. Ooh, finally. A place where we can actually use this flashlight and not have to just carry it around for no reason. Well, it definitely gives a much more white color, but it doesn't cast as much light around you as the lantern does. What am I injured with, by the way? Oh, I guess maybe from the wolves or something? Let's treat that then. We need the sprains, we need pain pills, right. Let's treat that so she stops complaining so much. There we go. That'll help a little bit. We'll drop this flashlight once we've, gone through this section, because I doubt it'll be too useful. Alright, so that water's electrified. We probably can't go up here after we do it, because there's, like, electrical wires. Or maybe we can, we just have to dodge them. Alright, another burnt out fuse. That doesn't help us much. I don't know how to repair a fuse. And I kind of feel like Astrid doesn't either. Which way did we come from? We came across the water area, so this is a new area. Alright, that is definitively blocked off. I like this section of the game. This is kind of cool. I really like these sections with the, I like these sections where they're exploring the aurora a bit more. Alright. They're kind of neat. Like, it's a different style to survival, because all the stuff we've... Whoa. Sorry, I bumped my mouse. All the stuff we've been doing so far has been very survival-oriented, but this is exploring the concept of the aurora a little bit more, which is kind of fun. I will say I have very little concept of where I'm going in this map. Yeah, I don't have a map of the area. So I don't really know where I'm going right now. So this area looks like this fuse is working fine. We probably need to take the fuse. You know, one thing I never quite understood about these kind of games Yeah, there we go. Is the idea that... Okay, that water's electrocuted. We're gonna take the safe way down. Is the idea that you need to replace fuses. Like, that's, you know, kind of a Resident Evil and kind of those older style puzzle game, you know. Resident Evil's more like puzzle horror, kind of almost, but there's kind of puzzle games where you've got to replace fuses. All a fuse really does is prevent you from overloading something, you know, the electricity in something, which I would say in an emergency is reasonable to defeat the fuse.
Been here a while.
You know, it's not really... Okay, we're not supposed to go that way, I see. It wouldn't be a big deal to defeat the fuse, because in regular operation, you wouldn't want to, say, put a piece of wire across where a fuse is supposed to go. The fuse is supposed to protect it from running too much electricity through the wire, so to speak. Through the, whatever's happening. It's supposed to be a defense measure, but in an emergency situation, I would understand you just taking a little bit of wire that you found somewhere. Oh, dang it. And just jamming it where the fuse is supposed to go. Like, that makes sense to me. Why not do that? You don't have to find the fuse. And you're just trying to get out, really.
This'll come in handy.
Alright, a number of flares. Another replacement fuse. Did that shut off us going this way potentially, or this just blocked off route?
More dead ends.
So we got a replacement fuse for the elevator, I think. And we've got... I can actually go down this way. I couldn't before. Elevator's this way, okay. So this is more of like a shortcut. I see. Oh, I'm getting very cold being in this water. I see. That's bad.
If I don't warm up soon.
Maybe I should have known that. But I still want to do the bolt cutters. Okay, this is back to the elevator. I still want to do the bolt cutters on that one thing, because the elevator's the way we need to go to get out. But I want to see what the bolt cutters will do for us. I've got 2 replacement fuses. So we're going to take this route back. Because I still don't quite know the route, so we're going to take this route back so I can get back to that bolt cutter door in a bit. I think I have too much weight on me. Oh, I have a lot too much weight on me. Did I pick up any clothes? No. I think I picked up a bunch of food. Guess, you know what? I'm going to drop all this fish too. That's pretty heavy. Is there any point to holding those? I don't know. Okay, that helps a little bit. We're still overweight, but I can move.
This pack is gonna be heavy.
Alright, we can pull another fuse out of here, I guess. But I'll tell you, this is not how the cave system normally looks in this area. This must be a new cave, I'm guessing. Just for the campaign mode here. Alright, so now we have 3 fuses. Maybe we need all 3? That would be my guess. I don't know why they'd give us so many if we didn't need them. Oh, this is not electrified anymore, so maybe we can go down this way. Maybe this rejoins to that path I already went on. Yep, that gets cold real quick. I was wondering why she was making pain sounds. It's because this water's frigid. And I'm just having her just walk through it with her shoes. And now your feet are wet. Okay, so let's see what happens when we replace this one. We just throw a good fuse in there, I guess? Okay. Maybe the game is figure out which fuse connects to the elevator. There was a bad fuse over here, so we can replace this one too. I would assume one of these is gonna make the elevator work. Guess not. So I have to swap out burned fuse with replacements in 3 of these things. They gave me a lot of flares, so I might as well use them. Was there one back here, maybe? No? Oh, whoa. Almost walked into that. Is there something back there? Maybe I should take this fuse back out. Hold on. Actually, it's probably the one up here. There's some coal. I don't think there's actually anything down there worth getting. So I need to find something else to replace the fuse in, is I think what's happening. Maybe this one needs to be replaced. This one had a bad fuse in it. Wait. Oh, I was gonna say, I thought I had another one. Ooh, this one's sketchy. Don't touch the water. Okay. But yeah, we could totally just, like, throw a piece of wire in there. I mean, might be a little dangerous, but possibly less dangerous than trying to cross all this electrocuted water. It looks like it's working now. Imagine if it didn't work, though. Like, we're just probably, like, stuck in this cave. And I mean, sure, we've got plenty of food, so we'll survive for a while. There's some water down here. I'm sure the electrification... I wonder if sending high voltage through water, it would potentially kill anything in it, right? So maybe it's safe. Can you use high voltage electricity to purify water? I have no idea. Maybe bacteria can survive high voltage electricity. I'm kind of curious now. I feel like that's something maybe you could do. It would certainly kill you stepping in it. Would it kill, you know, microorganisms, bacteria and stuff that got into it as well? Looks like we survived.
A way out, finally.
Unless it just, like, caves all of a sudden. It could. It could.
Hope nobody needs this
I don't really
anymore.
need cured gut. We'll take some firewood and lantern fuel.
I think I can use this.
Finally.
What the hell?
Are those killer whales? I think they are.
The world is changing. Has changed. The aurora, the weather, wildlife. It somehow feels like Mother Nature is crying out. Or maybe she's warning us of what's to come. People like Molly or Father Tom, or crash survivors. They're just the ones left behind. Damaged people. The hopeful and the hopeless. What will this new world do to them? Will it make them harder? Will it break them? I'm not sure I can help them. And I don't know what I'll find when I get to where I'm going. But what I do know is this. Mackenzie is alive, and he's heading to Perseverance Mills. And that means I have to get there before it's too late. I may not be able to stop this darkness from coming, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let it happen without a fight.
Alright, well that is the third chapter. I figured it would end up ending somewhere near the end of that. It seemed like that was about a chapter length. Episode, whatever they call it. That was pretty good, I liked it. I think it was better than the last one. It's good to see, or the last two I should say. It's good to see that they're making some changes. And I enjoyed it overall. Now, you know, of course, the big problem is that it's taken, you know, it took a long time to get those first two episodes out in the first place, but then they came out and it's like, oh cool, we're finally going to start getting the single player. And then it took 2 years before we got this third one. So if that rate were to continue, you know, it'd be 4 more years until we got the story finished. Which kind of sucks. Now, I don't think that's going to happen because a decent chunk of the time, to my understanding, was them remastering or balancing or whatever you want to call it, the first 2 episodes. So ideally, you know, it wouldn't take that long to get the last 2 episodes out. However, I will say 2 years later is a lot. You know, ideally, I'd hope they'd get these last 2 chapters out within a year. That's just my thoughts. Like, 6 months to do one, 6 months to do another. For a small team, that might be a lot, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who are really into the Wintermute thing. Or at least, you know, had interest in it. And they probably lost interest at this point. And so it's kind of hard to see them keeping that interest if they don't keep the game moving along. That's just my thought. So, anyway, for anyone who's been watching this, let me know what you think. I'm definitely planning on finishing it, though. I would like to do it sooner rather than in 4 years. That's just me. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I can tell this is going to be a little bit of an editing process. Hopefully, if I do everything right, you guys won't notice the difference, hardly. But, I'm going to have to make some cuts and stuff to edit out some background dog running around noises. And, such. So if you see, like, any weird cuts where you're just like, why did that happen? It's probably why. So anyway, that is episode 3. I liked the characters in that too. They were kind of cool, although I think the, whatever her face was, the lady who had the Molly, her name, I didn't really understand any of her motivations. I understood the thing with the husband. That made sense. The motivation of letting her husband die because she felt like she was in a shadow. I have no idea why she was attacking the prisoners. Like, I don't know why... I don't get how that related to her as a person. Other than prisoners bad, shoot prisoners, you know, that... I don't see personal character motivations in that. Maybe that's something we're going to learn. Maybe that was just something that got glossed over because they couldn't figure out how to work it into the story. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, though. Thanks for watching. We'll get back into this at some point. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time for some more of the Long Dark Wintermute. Maybe in 2 years. Who knows? Bye.